It was made famous by viral videos on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Though it may seem brand new to so many people, it arguably has a long-time history in the culinary world. The one thing that is not being argued, though, is that it is downright amazing what this stuff will do to food. So let's make some. Hey, glad to see you. So if you haven't guessed it, we're talking about cowboy butter. At least that's what the name became famous after the viral videos hit social media. However, for a lot of professional chefs, cowboy butter is just another variation of, wait for it, compound butter. Compound butter was brought about a very long time ago in French cooking and has been used in restaurants and steakhouses for many years. A compound butter is simply mixing butter with other ingredients like garlic and Italian parsley at Italian restaurants, or sugar, honey, and cinnamon butter at Texas Roadhouse. I'm sure you get the idea. Basically, the sky's the limit on how you can combine things into a compound butter. A lot of steakhouses will put a pat of compound butter on a serving plate and set a steak on it and call it resting butter. Rather than making this a lesson about compound butter, we're going to show you how to take a few ingredients, combine them with butter to create a super concoction that will turn great food into something beyond great. And speaking of great, stick around for a couple great surprises that we're sure you will find to be great, and that's a lot of greats. So this recipe is pretty straightforward, quick and simple to throw together and keep on hand for a lot of different recipes. It's so good, as a matter of fact, that Abe actually often uses us for deodorant.
Hey!
And don't worry about taking notes. We'll put a link in the description area for you to download a free copy of the recipe. So for ingredients, we're going to start out with 2 sticks of butter. We're going to go with the zest and juice of 1 lemon. Eight cloves of garlic, and 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Now we're using it's a Dijon mixture that's got honey and a little bit of liquid smoke in it. So you can use any kind of Dijon mustard that you like. Just straight Dijon is fine too. And 1 teaspoon of prepared horseradish. And make a note, this is different than horseradish cream, like you'll find a lot in grocery stores. This is straight horseradish, so it's pretty potent. 1 tablespoon of dried thyme. And we need 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Half teaspoon of chili powder. And half teaspoon of red chili flakes. 6 tablespoons finely diced green onions. Four tablespoons of chopped parsley. And 4 tablespoons of grated or finely diced onion. And then we just mix it together. see, we got this pretty well mixed up. So at this point, we can use this as it is. And you might have noticed that I didn't put any salt and pepper in here because we're not making this as a finished product. This is something to add to whatever you're going to use it on. So you're going to do your salt and pepper on whatever you're going to cook with it. But at the same time, when it is at this point, you can go ahead and taste a little bit and see if you need to make any adjustments. Well, darn tootin', that is Cowboy Butter. Would you care to partake?
Of course.
Now this, it's just like about anything else. It's going to taste one way now, but as it sits and
Really good.
And the flavors, all the different components go together, see the flavor will actually get even more stronger. And we can use it just the way that it is, or what we can do is actually refrigerate it and put it into logs. And what we'll do is I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator just for a few minutes to get it a little bit more firm, and then we'll wrap some up for you to see what we're talking about as for storing it. Because you can freeze it, put it in the refrigerator, whatever you're gonna do. We're gonna use this today on some other things that we're cooking. I can do it without being a spaz. Alright, so I'm not going to do a whole lot here, just to show you how to do this. So, what we're going to do is just kind of wrap this up, kind of like wrapping up a sausage. And then twist the ends. And then keep working it down a little bit tighter. Take that. Now we can take that and set it in the refrigerator, or if we want to store it, we could put it in the freezer. Even double wrap it if you're going to do a little bit longer in the freezer, but then we just slice off whatever you need whenever you're adding it to a recipe. And as I said before, we have the mixture right now. We can use it just the way it is, or we could actually heat this up in a pot and have it. If you want to do it more like a basting sauce, we can do that too. It's pretty versatile, however you want to do it. But keep in mind, we don't need to cook it. There's nothing in here that needs to be cooked. All these ingredients are just going on to whatever we're going to add it to. And it's just to bring up all the flavors that are in the compound butter. Okay, so there you have it. Compound or cowboy, whatever the hell you want to call it, we made the butter. It's good, that's all that really counts. So, if you came to learn how to make the butter, we appreciate you sticking to this point. If you'd like to see a couple amazing dishes or real quick and easy things that you can do with it, stick around and we're going to have a nice treat for you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is make some grilled chicken. And to start this out, all we're going to do is put on a combination of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And you can do it your own individual. This is a mixture we've been playing with, experimenting with. But you can just do your own combination how you normally would: salt, pepper, and garlic powder if you're going to be grilling. And you might be wondering why we're not using the butter to start with. And the answer to that is, if we use the butter to start with, the butter would actually burn pretty darn quick on the grill, and it would kind of defeat the purpose. So we do it this way. We get it pretty much grilled up, and then the butter will come in and do its magic. And as you can see, we are using skin on, but we're using boneless chicken thighs. You could do skinless, boneless. You could keep the bone in. However it works for you, that's the best way to do it. So at this point, we're just going to be grilling chicken. Nothing different than you normally do when you grill the chicken. Okay, we're just going to keep this on for a couple minutes and flip. Just keep flipping it back and forth until we reach our temperature of 165. All right, so it looks like our chicken is done. So we'll bring this over and we'll start the magic. Okay, so off camera we went ahead and heated this up just a tiny bit in the microwave, make it a little bit so we're not fighting it. So now you can see it goes on a whole lot easier. And you could use a brush, or you can just do it the hard way like I usually do. And the whole thing is just to get everything coated nicely with the butter. And you can see I took the one piece off, and that'll all make sense here in a minute why I did that. All right, so what we're going to do is a little bit of a taste test here. We're going to start with just the regular chicken that just has the garlic, salt, and pepper. Abe, you want to try?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. Hey, Steve.
Pretty good, just tastes like regular grilled chicken. All right, and so now we will try our Cowboy Butter.
Come in. Thank you. Wow, what a difference.
So what do you think the difference is?
The flavor and you can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the flavor, you can smell it. You can
Yeah.
smell it with you.
It clearly makes a difference. Hands down, makes a difference.
In the interest of justice, I need another piece of sugar. Thank you.
What do you think?
Very good.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and make the second dish. I'll clean this up and we'll start the second dish. All right. For this next little dish here, it's going to go super quick and easy. All we're going to do is take some bread and slice it up. The hardest part of this bread is keeping Abe from eating it.
Love bread.
All right, take that. Now all we do is put this on here.
And give it to me. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay. Continue.
That's what I'm talking about. Actually, these ends aren't going to go too well in the rack, so I'm going to have to throw them out, I guess.
No. I sacrificed myself just for that.
All right.
Thank you. I'll give it.
Okay, so now we're just going to take these, throw them under the broiler, and just keep an eye on them. Put them about a medium rack level in the broiler. Just do it. All we're doing is trying to melt the butter and brown it up just a little bit. Be right back. And here we go. All right, let's taste this stuff.
I'm ready. Give me that one too, just to compare.
All right, there
Thank
you
you very much.
go. Okay, let's see how we did.
All right.
If you think of garlic bread, add the acidity of the lemon. We got the dogs running by. We got the onion. You get all the flavors coming through. The chili powder, a little bit of the pepper, red pepper flakes. It's actually pretty good. Now, if I was going to serve this, add this to a dinner, I probably would do a little bit of grated Parmesan over the top of this. We did it this way because, after all, it's all about the Cowboy Butter. But it is pretty darn good. So we do encourage you to try this recipe. After you make it, please leave a comment and tell us what you used your Cowboy Butter on. And don't hesitate to reach out to us in the comment area or on our Discord server with any questions or suggestions that you might have about this recipe or any of our other recipes. If you'd like to see a playlist where we use this butter to make some kick-ass recipes that'll make your brother-in-law jealous, click up here. If you'd like to see some other great content on our channel, go ahead and click up here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.